Oh, Shant. Welcome to your gentle yoga practice this wonderful Sunday afternoon. It's 30 minutes, slightly condensed version of what we normally do, and we are starting seated. So take your time to get down into a seated position. You might like to have a block or a bolster or a book or something like that nearby to assist you. Let's close our eyes and give our lower back 30 minutes of love. Close our eyes, sitting up nice and tall. We begin by bringing back the love to our lower back today. Hi. The center of support, stability, and trust right there in our lower back, our lower belly. Hi, Shanti, I see you. Feeling nice and tall through our spine. Before opening our hearts today, let's really bring that attention right deep down into the low back. Apologies, Shanti all of a sudden wants to play. Not, she doesn't want to do yoga. Let's add on our warm-up. Inhale, let's reach up for the sun. Exhale, we'll bring our hands back down to the land. Inhale, let's reach back up, and then we'll tip on over to one side. We'll reach back up. Just kind of notice how that lower back is feeling as we move nice and slow. Let's bring our hands wide like wings now. Bring our right arm across and over to our left knee. Gentle, listening to the body. Other side, a gentle twist coming above that belly button. Now let's come back to center. Hands come back behind us. We'll open up and take a small dive forward. One more time, gentle warm up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, reaching up, and left hand over to one side. We'll get tall again, and then the other side. Wide like wings. We'll bring one hand across to our knee, and then the other hand across to our knee. Hands come back behind us, feel space across our hearts. And this time, when we come forward, let's bring our hands apart and make our way to all fours. Take your time to get there. You can tuck your toes or have the tops of your feet on the mat. Let's round our back into cat pose and then open up that chest in cow. Bringing your full attention, if possible, to the lumbar spine, the lower back, back of the pelvis. Notice what's happening there. Tailbone's turning up in cow, tucking under in cat. One more. Child's pose, unless you'd like to move into downward facing dog. Take your time. Maybe you're massaging your forehead here down on the land. But child's pose is a really nice stretch for the low back if your knees are feeling up to it today. Breathe deep into that lumbar spine area and then make your way back up to all fours. Let's take our spinal balance here, left foot or right foot, but opposite arm goes forward. Long and strong, lifted or on the mat, and then the other side. Reach, inhaling and exhaling. Last one. Now let's keep our hands underneath our shoulders, but take our one foot out to the side. And then we're gonna, sorry, Shantikins. Now we're going through cat-cow with that leg out to the side, mostly in the low back. So just feel that tailbone tuck under while your foot stays planted. Maybe 3 or 4. And then other side. So hands are under our shoulders, foot is out. We'll tuck our tailbone, turn our tailbone up. As much of our attention as we can into the lumbar back. Wonderful. Slide that foot in, and let's bring our right foot forward and keep our left foot back. one block or two blocks in our hands, we'll shift forward. Maybe you hold that leg and then shift back, hands to the mat for 3 more times. 3 and 2 and 1. Bring those hands forward, sweep that foot back. Other foot comes forward. We shift forward, and then we slide those hips back for 3 more. Block is your best friend here. Last one. Bring that block forward if you want to. Tuck those back toes, lift that back knee, forward fold, exhale. So for today, why don't you try this fold, but with a really big bend in your knees. This really helps support your low back in a fold. You might rock here a bit. And then we'll halfway lift, long, strong back with that block, forward fold, breathe out. Last one. So moving fairly quickly here. Find your way up into a nice slow chair. Great job, Kathy. All the way up. Let's clasp our hands. Now we'll take some side flexion again. One side and then the other. And then some back extension here. So chest comes forward. Elbows go a little bit back. Reach back up. Hands to heart. Let's step our right foot back and head into our moonflower. So toes are going out. We'll get nice and long and then bend our elbows, bend our knees. And if your mind wanders, take it to the low back and just see how your low back is reacting in all of these different movements today. Adding on sunflowers, making sure to bend the knees. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, go back down. Last one. Step back up to the top of your mat somewhere. Take one more big, beautiful breath up, maybe a back extension again. And then hands to heart. All right, let's move on to our bear flow and one set sun salutation with an option to hold your lunge. So 2 bear flows, actually 2 bear flows. Let's do 2 half sun salutes so we don't have to worry about going down on the mat. Get comfortable, Shanti. It's time for bear flow. All right, big, beautiful breath up. Forward fold, exhale. Let's add our twists, bending one knee, reaching the opposite arm up. But for here, let's just pause a second. Our low back is flat. Our twist happens above the belly button. And then the other side. Then a forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Bear pose, exhale. It's really short. Albatross, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift. Chair pose, exhale. All the way up. Inhale, clasp your elbows over to your left. Take a side bend. Get long and then do the other side. Get long, some back extension. Reach up, breathe in. Last time through bear flow, forward fold. Adding our twists. Being nice to our low back. Maybe placing a hand on it. Forward fold when you're ready. Halfway lift, inhale. Bear pose, exhale. Albatross, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, chair pose, and then all the way up. Hands to heart. So you'll want to make your way up towards the top edge of your mat. We'll do 1 half sun salutation. All right, a big breath, reach up. Forward fold, breathe out. Let's step our left foot back. And then a high lunge, inhale. Add this little cactus arm here today. Forward fold, breathe out. Half lift, inhale. Now right foot steps back. Exhale. Cactus arm, high lunge, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, regular forward fold. Now press into the feet. Let's sweep all the way up, back bend or extension if you want to, and then mountain. Let's do that one more time. And we're going to bring our hands into our lower back when we step into our lunge. Breathe in, reach up. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Left foot back, exhale. Hands go into our lower back. Inhale, rise up, open the chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Now right foot goes back. Breathe in, support your low back, lift up. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift and then chair pose, just changing it up a little bit. Then we're coming all the way up, hands to heart. All righty. Let's move into the rest of our practice. We have some warriors, a side angle, and a standing back stretch. So we'll start with right foot up towards the top of your mat, wherever you want to put it there. I'll try to stay out of my little lady's way here. Right foot goes back. And then we'll take that heel down into a warrior one. So we've got our foot front knee bending. There we go, she's resting. Check in with the low back. What's happening there? Does it need some support from the hands? Maybe. Reaching up, breathing in, and then warrior two, breathing out. There, better angle here. Soften the shoulders, press into feet, and again, feel and notice, even if it's just with your mind, your lower back. Keeping the front knee bent, we'll bring that front elbow down onto the knee and have a big long reach with this top arm, or place it on your lower back. Breathe. This is side angle, and the opposite of this, reverse warrior. So nice and strong, this upper oblique reaches up, and then our arm reaches up. Maybe we're looking at that hand. Still have a bent front leg. Heading into a runner's lunge. So hands will frame our front foot as we lift this back heel up. Frame that front foot. Step back to either downward facing dog or child's pose. Stay here and rest, or let's do one little flow through. So you can rest, or we'll flow forward into a kneeling or full plank. Exhale down to our belly. Keep that pelvis down on the mat. Cobra pose. Let's breathe in. Back extension there. Back to the belly. Now a strong plank. And then child's pose or downward facing dog again. Take your time. All right. All fours, inhale. Left foot coming up to the top of the mat, or whatever foot you didn't have. Let's come up into a high lunge. And then drop that heel down into our warrior one. Breathe. Check in. Notice that low back. How's it feeling? Warrior two, front hand forward. Adjust. I'll just turn so I can see still. Shoulders soften, strong, strong core. So if our attention's in the low back, right now it's flat across the back and the front, that knee popping over that heel. Strong, steady, supportive. Let's bring that front elbow down onto the knee. Our top arm is up in side angle, or it's resting on the low back again. Feeling supported this week from behind, from our lower back. The opposite of this, reverse warrior, our front knee stays bent, but we reach this other arm up. So leg strength here, pressing into 2 feet as equally as we can. Fantastic. Runner's lunge. Let's reach that back heel up. Step back to either child's pose or downward facing dog. Here's your opportunity again, my friends, to take a rest or take a little flow forward into plank, kneeling or full, down to your bellies, cobra or up dog, back to your belly, strong, steady plank, child's pose or downward dog. Breathe deeply into that low back in our child's pose, right into the base of the lungs. Let's inhale, come to all fours. And exhale, make our way to down dog. And then we'll be walking our feet up towards the top of our mat, where we're going to take a lovely little rock side to side. Remember this nice big bend? Oh, how great that feels. All righty. Let's half lift, chair pose. And then as we take our weight onto our right foot, let's lift that left knee up. This foot could go on a block or on a chair, or you could grab it behind the knee for a standing back stretch. So just like we do when we're on our back. Now, point and flex that front foot. Now let's keep it flexed. Take the knee out to the side and try to bring that ankle up above the knee joint, and then bend this supporting leg. A chair is really helpful here. Maybe you have a couch nearby that you can rest on. This is sometimes called pigeon and half chair pose. Press into that supporting leg. Let's come up and do the other side. Let's try chair first. We're not there for too long, not like last week. Last week was all about chairs. Now let's press into this leg. Lift this foot up either onto our block, or we're going to take behind it here with our hands. Back stretch. Pointing and flexing this foot. And then keeping our foot flexed. Some days our balance loves us. Some days it doesn't. All right, here we are in half chair or pigeon pose. Take your time. Find a place to focus your gaze. Don't rush. Time to make our transition onto the floor to finish off our gentle practice. I invite you to take a back bend if you want to here at the top. And then a swan dive forward. So long, long neck and back. Bring it all the way down. And then meet me in that runner's lunge again. Let's keep right foot forward, left foot back. We'll drop that knee down. And then shift back, turn our toes up. Lovely back stretch here. Every pose I've picked today is to support the back in either a strengthening way or stretching and mobility way. Come forward, bring hands in, sweep that foot back. Other foot goes forward. So first we'll do a little stretch forward, and then we'll shift back, turn our toes up. Shanti has found herself in the mirror. She's so funny. I don't know what she's doing. I wish you guys could see that. Okay. Sweep it back. Give me a child's pose, everybody. And then once you get into that child's pose, let's walk our hands over to one side. Oh, she's getting feisty again. Over to one side, stretching down one side. Shanti, be nice. Good girl. And then over to the other side. Hi. Don't worry, she's just chewing on me gently. She never does hurt me. And then puppy pose. We've been practicing this last month. So we'll shift those hips forward, walk our hands to our elbows, and drop our head to our forearms. Hi, Shanti. Relax. Sorry, guys. Time to come into a seated position. Okay, Missy. Time for boat pose. Let's put a block between our legs today for boat pose. That can help not be clenching too much in the low back. So here we are in our boat pose. We'll have our hands on our knees today, nice and gentle. Lift up nice and tall and then lean back. You can lift up your legs or not. Got our boat pose. We're almost there. This is where we hold things a little bit longer. We're nice and warm. We focused on strength, and now we're into the mobility and stretching flexibility portion. Feet go down. Keep that block up above the knee joints, and we're heading into a bridge with that block. So shift hips forward if you need to. And then we'll roll right back onto our backs. Feet go onto the mat. This is a lovely counter stretch for boat. So lift hips up. Hi, honey. Hi. Oh, love you too. Yeah. But what we're trying to do with this block is not clench our backside together too much. We're holding that block and creating a little bit of space in the low back. And then we'll drop our hips down. Great job. Take that block out if you're using one. Now let's grab our knees, pull our knees into chest, and then push them away. Pull them in, actively pull it in, and push them away. One more time, big, beautiful pull in. Now keep the right leg in. Take the left foot back down onto the mat. I like to hold behind the knee joint here just to be nice to it. And for today's class, if you want to, you're going to lift your shoulder blades up and try to bring nose towards your knee. You don't have to do that though. We'll lower those shoulder blades. Bring that knee so it's more on top of the hip joint and then guide it across the body for spinal twist. So see how this low back lifts up, might roll right onto the side of the hip. Arms can go back out like wings, or you can grab your block. It's one of my favorite things to do. Have it underneath the knee joint. All right, bring it back. Make sure that low back is back down onto the land. Grab the knees. Let's bring them in. Pull them in as much as we can and then stretch them out. 2 more times. Pull them in. Stretch them out. Pull them in. Now keep that left leg in. Extend the right. Gentle back stretch here. And then if you want to, for our low back love today, we'll lift those shoulder blades up and bring nose towards knee. So I'm just pulling this leg in as close as I can. Maybe you're holding your pants instead or something like that. All right. Lower the shoulder blades. Make sure that knee kind of comes more on top of the hip line here. And then we'll guide it across our body. Low back is off the mat. And then the shoulder blades might go back onto the mat. It might feel different side to side. Just settle into a gentle twist here. We have one more low back specific pose, then happy baby. So let's roll onto our backs. Get comfortable. So we're crossing one knee over and we're bringing the inner thighs together. Maybe I'll go like this so you can see inner thighs are together. Now, I'm going to lift that foot up off the mat. Maybe I slide a block under it and hang out right there. Maybe I'm going to reach for the back of the legs or the ankles, top, or even the bottom. Shoulder blades are down. So feeling most of this stretch in the leg that's closest to you into that hip area. So remember, you could have that foot down on the mat, on your block, or on the floor. Let's switch and do the other side. We'll switch it up. Keep the foot on the block maybe, or reach for the back of the leg furthest away, or our ankles. Feel a nice stretch into our glute, which can help with low back pain. Great job, everyone. Unraveling ourselves, happy baby as our final pose. Low back, let's keep that low back on the mat. You can hold the back of your legs or our ankles. We'll take a rock if you want to, or not. Stay in that happy baby as long as you like. And then bring those knees together. So constructive rest as an option for Shavasana. So constructive rest is kind of a great option, especially if you have a lower back pain. You don't want to be flat on your back. So knees are bent, feet walk out a little bit to the sides, but then those knees come back towards each other. And that can, for some, create a little bit of extra space in the lower back. Our hands rest on our belly or by our sides. Let's close our eyes. Take your time to settle into relaxation. If you wanted to do your regular Shavasana, now would be the time. I will put on our guided meditation for you today that I recorded. And then class will be done. It'll start here just in a moment. As much time as you need to settle in. There's no right or wrong. I hope you can hear it.
Welcome to your lower back relaxation. My name is Denise, and I hope you enjoy your meditation. Take as much time as you need to fully arrive relaxed on your mat. There is no rush. And if you need to make adjustments throughout, please do so. Take a moment to notice the natural shape of your breath, just as it is. There is no need to change. Simply observing your natural breath. Bring your awareness gently to the points of contact beneath you, the back of the legs, the pelvis, the low back, let the low back and the pelvis feel heavy, like it is being held by your mat. Feel how the earth meets you without effort, without judgment. Begin to deepen the breath slightly. Inhale through the nose, feeling the belly rise. Exhaling slowly, allowing the belly to rest and the low back to feel heavier. Each exhale is an invitation to trust the support beneath you. If you notice tension or guarding around the lower back, meeting it with kindness today rather than correction. There is nothing to fix in this moment, nothing to improve. Imagine the low back being warm and soothed, as if resting against gentle, warm, supportive ground. With every breath out, allow any unnecessary effort to drain away. If thoughts or emotions arise, let them pass like the weather. You don't need to follow them. Simply notice and return again and again to the steady rhythm of your breath. You are supported. You are allowed to rest. Remaining here, your affirmation today: I am supported from the earth. I am held. And our quote: to be grounded is to trust that the earth will meet you. Stay here a while longer, feeling the support for a while, enjoying the peaceful music.
There's no rush whatsoever. Stay here as long as you like. Masicho, miigwech, namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.